Our next story is about Argentina. The country has seen a massive economic turnaround. After almost a year, Argentina has exited a recession. Their GDP rose by 3.9% in the last quarter, the July to September quarter.
That's incredible. That is crazy.
This is the first time in about a year that they've seen growth, the first time since the recession began. Do you know what else happened about a year ago? Javier Milei became the president of Argentina. He assumed office on December 10, 2023. He came to power promising radical reform. He promised to take a chainsaw to the government, cut jobs, regulations and excess spending. Milei actually campaigned with a real chainsaw to drive the point home, and it won him the election. But Milei was written off when he took office. He was seen as too radical, too chaotic. But now it seems that his plan is working. He announced the end of the recession a week ago on the first anniversary of his presidency. Take a look.
Today, with pride and hope, I can tell you that we have passed the test of fire. We are leaving the desert. The recession is over, and the country has finally begun to grow. Thank you for trusting this government.
Before Milei took over, Argentina was in a doom spiral. Annual inflation was almost 200%. Milei has been chipping away at this too. Inflation is still ridiculously high in this country at about 166%, but last month it grew by just 2.4%. That's the lowest in over 4 years. Before he was sworn in, prices were rising by almost 13% every single month. 13%. So 2.4% is a massive improvement. Now combine this with Argentina coming out of recession. And Milei seems to have achieved the impossible. He says it's all because of his chainsaw.
We reduced the number of ministries from 18 to 8. We eliminated nearly 100 secretariats and undersecretaries. We closed more than 200 areas that had duplicate or obsolete functions. We froze the salaries of high-ranking officials from January until now. We fired 34,000 public employees and are testing the qualifications of the others.
That's incredible. What a success story, Theo. In a year out of recession, seen economic growth as well throughout the year. And you can see here, right, he's taken some pretty serious changes to make sure that his country grows, right? Now, UK, for the second month in a row, has had no growth, right, in the UK. And there could be a recession coming soon, right? US, there's some problems there in recession of the economy. Now, is it wise for US to take a playbook out of this guy and apply it to US, brother, to lower prices down and get the economy kickstarted again in America, Theo? Because he's definitely doing a great job. So whatever he's doing, Theo, could work for other countries. Amazing.
Well, I mean, yeah, I definitely agree with that. And, you know, what is it? So Elon Musk removed 80% of Twitter and it's still functioning, right? Mm. So, you know, he's, I don't know, he's wagging the tail of Trump right now. What if they can remove 80% of U.S. federal workers?
Damn.
I'd be down for that. Yeah.
Oh.
So I think that'd be good. I think in the UK, you guys need something along those lines. I say 50% of federal workers or government workers should actually be removed as well. Just to have a really big shakeup and see what happens after that. You know, let's see what else goes on. I'm sure people in the UK will go crazy over that, but your economy contracted by 0.1% in the last quarter.
Yeah.
So the UK isn't growing. It hasn't been growing for a long, long, long time. Yeah. So, yeah, maybe that'd be good.
Thanks, man. You know, sometimes you got to take radical changes to get your country back in action, right? And it all starts from the government. Notice how they had to cut government jobs, had to, do some radical changes by government, and that trickles down to private sector and obviously the whole country. And I think that's the way to go, you know? So when Trump gets in power next month, right, let's see what he does. Let's see what he does.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm seeing somebody say in the chat right now, AI agents can replace a lot of government jobs. Is that really what we're really thinking about? Like, it'd be better to just destroy entire departments and then use monetary policy to have the states decide what they're going to do. So the federal money would be given to states instead of the federal government deciding how the money is going to be spent. This would lessen the power of the federal government and increase the power of the states, which I'm very much for in the United States. That's a good thing. I think the federal government has become too bloated, too big, and just isn't really doing the job that it's supposed to be doing. I don't know why. It should be states who actually have the money and actually are implementing their own changes within their borders. Just my little thing. We'll see. We'll see how it happens. But if he can reduce 80% of Twitter, it still works. Why can't we at least remove 30% of federal workers? I think the same thing in UK. Let's just get rid of some people.
Facts, absolute facts, man. Congratulations to Argentina for being the latest success story, and that's awesome, man. Good to hear. Good to hear. Okay.
So what if they reduce federal workers by 50% and then decrease taxes by 5%? Would you be happy?
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
More money for me. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yes. Yeah. I think he'd be happy with that. I think that'd be good point.